Got my Red Bull. Got some lollies they sent, bro. What's up? I got a sticker from Down4Sound here. I didn't know they actually included a sticker, but I was about to put one on there, but I didn't because it was extra. And then we got the mm1004, which is basically a 700 watt RMS amplifier for 4 channels. I got the green, which you can see here, all the different colors you can get. They were sold out of blue. That's the one I wanted. But yeah, anyways, we're going to go ahead and unbox this thing. Cool little logo here. That's what it looks like inside. But yeah, let's open it up. So they got the 2 channel and the 4 channel. 10 or 100. I keep doing that. 1004 is their 4 channel amp. That's what we got. So got your owner's manual there. I believe that this is going to be running 4 ohms at 100 watts each. And actually the dyno test they show for this amp usually goes up higher than what you get. So I'm expecting to probably get about 125 RMS per channel out of this amp. Let's pull this out of here. And you might be wondering why I haven't done any more videos, unboxings and stuff like that. Well, I'll explain that while I'm opening this up. I've been basically going through 2 moves, and I have nothing in my house now because I'm renovating it. And yeah, this is what I'm left with, basically doing whatever I can just to keep my channel going, keep you guys subscribed, because haven't got much content out, haven't released much music. So yeah, here's the amp. Get it out real quick and show you. This thing's pretty badass. You can see how big it is. It's pretty small for a 700 watt RMS amp. And then you got on one side, you're gonna have your input channels, which I'm going to be basically cutting these plugs off that they gave me because I'm doing high level inputs, not RCA, because I don't feel like getting 2 LOCs. Yeah, basically you're going to have your gain for each channel, high pass filter, 10 times, 1 time is that first button right there. And then your on off channel. You got your low pass filter. And it says 50 hertz to 800, and then when you 10 times it's 500 to 8 kilohertz. And on the first one, high pass filter is 20 hertz to 800 hertz, and if you 10 times it's 200 hertz to 8,000 hertz. On off switch for both low pass filter, high pass filter on each channel. Same thing for channel 3 and 4. You can see that there. And then on the other side, basically you're going to have your 4 gauge ground and 12 volt connectors, and then your power remote, which I believe is a 14 on there. And you got your power protect clip and your channel 1, 2 on top, and channel 3, 4 on the bottom. And it looks like you could bridge them if you wanted to basically make it 2 channels with more power. So yeah, that's the unit, and then I'll kind of go over what comes in the box. And then you can see here that you got plexiglass bottom with all your diodes, resistors, and everything, relays in there. It looks nice and clean. I asked the guy if this thing was internally protected on their email. He said it is not. It does not have a fuse inside of it. Usually you'll see a fuse on the outside right here or right here. So just keep in mind this thing is not internally protected. You're going to want to install a fuse on it. Of course, that's probably not going to help in the case that, you know, if you have your 4-gauge wire hooked up and something was to happen inside the amp, unless it was like a direct short, if it didn't catch the fuse right away, you're probably going to burn up your amp. So I would run this thing on a lower gain setting, and then maybe just tune it up a little bit to where you need it, because if you try to pump all the power out of this thing, you're most likely going to burn this bitch up. But yeah, you can see the size of it. It's pretty badass. The reason I got this is because it's going to go under my front driver's seat. So all the other amps I was looking at were probably around that wide and about that wide, this long. And then the height was even more than this, probably closer to like up here. So this will be a nice compact amplifier. It's going to be driving 4 dual coax Kenwood, sorry I had a brain fart, Kenwood 100 4 ohms, so they're 100 RMS for 4 ohms, and this is going to drive absolutely perfect. I'll probably end up having a badass little sound system in this Hyundai Accent that I got. And when I do the wiring for the Hyundai, there's not much on the Hyundai Accents 2019, so I'm probably going to do a little video on the wiring so people can have an understanding of, you know, the wiring in that car. But you can see here, this is the plug for your inputs. See if I can get it to focus. Come on now. Anyways, it's a 4-prong. Dude, come on. Fucking camera. And then on the other end, it splits to 2 RCA receivers. So there's 2 of those in the box, but I'm probably just gonna cut that off right there. And then, because I'm trying to make this as low budget as I can, and high inputs are what I'm using. So you guys might not do that, but I don't really care what you'll do. I'm telling you what I'll do. So that's going to come right out of there with high input and go right to my head unit, stock head unit. I'm not changing that out. So yeah, this thing's pretty badass. I don't have the wire and stuff to install it yet, but yeah, when I get to that point, maybe I'll show you guys a little sticker you get. Probably won't use that, but that's okay. But yeah, no, they sent some good stuff, and yeah, I just figured I'd show you guys this because it's a nice little unit. Next, I'm going to get the JP3, which is a mono block, and it runs 555 watts on all ohms. So 4 ohms, 2 ohms, and 1 ohm are all 555 RMS, which is fucking awesome. If you ask me. I'll let you go over the spec sheet real quick. So yeah, if you're running 2 ohm speakers, you get 2 channels. Oh, sorry, that's the 2. But yeah, on the 2, you can get 2 channels at 100 RMS for 4 ohms. And with the 4, I'm getting 4 ohms, 100 watts RMS to 4 speakers. Fuse rating is 60 amps. I'll have to change that on my cart. And then working voltage, of course, you can see that. And then the signal to noise ratio is freaking phenomenal on this thing. If you didn't really know, normally it's like in the 80s or something like that, but 93 on a 4-channel amp's pretty freaking good. Let's see if I can find, yeah, there you go. Full range Class D 4-channel amplifier, stable into 20 ohm stereo or 4 ohm, 2 ohm stereo or 4 ohm bridged. High speed offset power, variable high end pass filter, variable low pass filter, crossover multiplied 10 times, band pass filter capable, 4-way protection circuits, thermal high and low voltage, speaker short and DC. So there's a protector in there. Might not have a fuse, but it has that protection on it. High purity copper printed circuit board and 4-gauge power ground terminals. And yeah, it's got a couple little suggestions on your wiring. So you're not, this is what it says about it. The MM1002 and MM1004 are not supplied with internal fuses. Make sure you install an inline fuse holder from positive terminal of the battery, which is probably the best thing you could do anyways, because if that wire or anything was to short out and you don't have a fuse there, poof, you're gonna have a fire in your car. So that's pretty much all they supply on that booklet. Let's see. Okay, they show you how you can hook your speakers up on there. Okay, so lower than, yeah, okay, this is lower than can damage. But yeah, it's pretty good little description of what you need to do to install it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that little unboxing. This amp came in right at $149, I believe, after taxes and shipping, which was free. Shipping was $153.89. So that's pretty good, honestly. That's about the range at a mid-grade amp. But like I said, the dyno test on this things are, all the dyno tests I've seen, they've gone over their RMS. So they say 750. This thing probably could get like closer to 850 on the dyno. Of course, I don't have a dyno to test that, so y'all just have to look up another video on that. But this little amp right here, man, it's gonna be a nice addition to the Hyundai, and it's gonna be cranking those Kenwoods. I'm sure this thing's gonna be sounding badass. But yeah, that's it.